Indentured servitude, definition, history, and controversy. Indentured servitude is a form of labor where an individual is under contract to work without a salary to repay an indenture or loan within a certain timeframe. For example, it was like a barter system. A person worked in exchange for the price of passage to America. Indentured servitude in the U.S. began in the early 1600s in Virginia, as many European immigrants worked in exchange for the price of passage to America. It was a way for people to seek a new life in the New World, but who could not afford the cost of passage. Contracts stipulated that the worker would repay the loan to the lender by performing a certain kind of labor for a set period. Typically, skilled laborers were indentured for 4 or 5 years, while unskilled workers often needed to remain for 7 or more years. During this time, they received only food and shelter, and sometimes basic medical care. Indentured servants served in various roles such as cooks, gardeners, housekeepers, field workers, or general laborers. Some also learned trades like blacksmithing, plastering, and bricklaying, which they often used for future careers. Many indentured servants did not live to pay off their contracts because of diseases, work-related accidents, or fleeing, and enjoyed little personal freedom, as some contracts allowed landowners to extend the work period for servants. This led to much controversy surrounding the practice. Indentured servitude was historically used in the American colonies to exploit European and Asian immigrants, as well as to pay apprentices and prisoners of war. It was common in America until the late 18th century, and outside the U.S., it was prevalent in the British colonies. While immigrants often entered indentured servitude contracts of their own free will, slaves did not. Indentured servants also had limited rights, could access courts, and own land, but masters still retained the right to prohibit marriage and sell them to another master. Debt bondage, a modern form of indentured servitude, still exists and is considered a form of human trafficking. It involves people working for low wages in repayment of a debt. While indentured servitude is illegal in the U.S. today, debt bondage is prevalent and considered a form of forced labor. After serving their time as servants and paid with meals and housing, indentured servants were given freedom dues, which often included a piece of land and supplies. Indentured servitude is a labor contract where an individual will work to repay an indenture or loan over some time, commonly several years. Following the Civil War, the 13th Amendment made indentured servitude illegal in the United States. Here are 4 key takeaways. 1. Indentured servitude is a form of labor where an individual is under contract to work without a salary to repay an indenture or loan. 2. Indentured servitude was popular in the United States in the 1600s as many individuals worked in exchange for the price of passage to America. 3. Indentured servants could be sold, loaned, or inherited, at least during the duration of their contract terms. 4. Today, indentured servitude is illegal in the United States and most other countries. An illegal form of indentured servitude still exists as debt bondage, a form of human trafficking. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.